Hello, testing. I don't know what's going on. Hello. Audio's good. Okay. Woohoo. Yay. Well, let's get back to this. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know what's going on. Once I connected, I could hear everything. You just couldn't hear me. Really weird. Anyway, hi, everybody. I was just saying hi to everybody that was highlighted, including Judicon and everybody else that rolled in here, like Alyssa, Lee Kindler, Al Humphreys, Crimlon, Captain Fandom Nerd, Kaladin 910, Miss Pico Cafe, who's wrenching away, and, of course, Penny. We got so many of you in the house today. I'm glad we could fix that audio issue quickly. All of a sudden, it just stopped. It said, no, thank you. You're done. But I want to say thanks to Ruby Who for gifting a Culture Casino membership this morning. That's lovely. Carl got that one. Congratulations, Carl. We had another. Oh my gosh, Who's back. Hello. YouTube wouldn't let me chat yesterday. Not feeling too well. Who, feel better, bro. I really hope you feel better. Saying hi to all of you, Q2 Cast TV in the house, and thank you to D. Bud Martin for making sure I got the mic issue resolved. We've got Liberty Hall's Cat in the house, gifted a Culture Casino membership. Thank you for that. I do not know what is happening. My audio device disconnected from the computer. I had to reboot everything. Wild. Mute culture, indeed. Good to see you all, though. Thanks for being here. Low spec Linux laptop in the house. Baird School of Sellouts, but he's not a snitch. That's true. He's just a sellout to the tune of, well, multiple millions of dollars. We'll get into why in just a moment. The great and talented Andy Masterson is joining us today, as is Stitch. What's up, Stitch? TNT Mars over on the Green Machine. Good to see you. And Final Monkey. Good morning. Hire that IT guy. It's not an IT issue. It's something going on with Windows. I'm trying to figure out why it is automatically lowering my audio level. I don't know why it's doing that. I've done all the settings that are required to make sure it doesn't do that. So I don't know. On that note, we'll have an abbreviated intro this morning because I just wanted to say hi to you guys. We got so much to talk about, even to folks like Randall Orser all the way up in Canada. Missed a lot of you gold members and high rollers last night on the watch party stream. It was a lot of fun watching The Thing. It is such a good movie. Every time I watch it, I'm reminded how good it is. It was a lot of fun. What a great ending. Doomslayer, what's up? Good morning. We got a few other folks out there like Jacob Gordon. You'd be hard-pressed to find folks among the elite who aren't sellouts. That's probably true, Jacob. That's probably true. The lovely Apollonies Minion is in the house. Greetings, dear. I hope you're being safe out there. I hope Simi's tooth is resolved. And, yeah. We got John, the Beagle Dad, out there. And Lord Ra, good afternoon indeed. Thanks for listening, Ruby Hoove. I know you guys are struggling there today. I'm sorry about that. A few other folks rolling in the door, of course, like Morning Haze, Brady Bloomer, and, of course, SFX at 314 Sabretooth Raptor. We got our buddy Mephisto's movie reviews Friday. We are good to go, bro. We're good to go. I'm going to put the stream together here pretty quick. Slipknot fan, how you doing out there? Great to see you. Cynthia Carter, it's great to see you, dear. I think I said hi to Al Humphreys for like 3 times, but probably didn't hear 2 of them. Spider Unlimited is in the house. Just ordered Al's book. Should I return? I don't know. I tell you what, judge for yourself. Thank you, Who, for the Culture Casino membership. And on that note, we've got to go. Lombardi, hello. The Batcap. It's anything can happen, and it usually does. Surprise day, surprise day. It's Mouseketeer's surprise day. Donovan Bradford, how you doing, my friend? And Lord Thunder. Artie Fife is here with his 1 bullet. Tim, it's good to see you, Tim. Razorbird, what's up, Rivethead? Aaron Ratliff in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, what a great morning. All right, folks. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about. Not a lot of time to do it in, but mostly 15, 16 stories and all. If you haven't checked out yesterday's video, which I dropped late, you're going to want to. It talks about all the evil, devious people that work at Disney, one in particular who's actually awaiting trial for doing something heinous. Watch the video. You'll understand more. Tough subject to cover, harder for me, and I got to tell you, it's worth 7.5 minutes of your time. Speaking of worth 7.5 minutes of your time, it looks like Smile 2 is worth every bit of time you spend with it. That is, if you like the first film and you like horror. It gets a little more nuanced according to a lot of the reviewers out there, and I can't wait to see it. I think this is going to be one of another horror hits that comes out in October. Hitman publisher IO Interactive, one of my favorites out there. They are actually working with Leslie Benzies to deliver a game called MindsEye. Now, let me tell you, Benzies was very important to the early Grand Theft Auto through development of, I believe, 3. Let's try and see if this game is good. I can imagine it would be. I hope it is, and I'm excited if it comes out. I'm not really excited about GTA 6. We'll talk about that on the game stream later today, maybe. Netflix Q3 preview, which their actual earnings is on Thursday. They are expecting, at least analysts are expecting to have a price increase across the board on all their things. The ad tier is supposedly cleaning up for them, but there's a little bit too much optimism in the market on Netflix going into the earnings call. So we'll have to see how that works out. I will be watching it. I don't know that I'll be covering it, but it is going to be worthwhile. We've got Jonas running off stage at a concert because he was targeted with a laser pointer during a Jonas Brothers concert. Well, yeah, I mean, nowadays, I think a lot of people are going to try to run away from, these types of situations. The fact that now people who put themselves out in public in any way are being targeted because if you say the wrong thing, you irritate a crazy person. Speaking of crazy people, Al Pacino acted in a lot of movies he just didn't relate to. He really didn't want to be there. At 70 years old, he just went for the money. That's it. He's a sellout. He's just all about the money. He's broke. I had 50 million, and then I had nothing. Yeah, and then you had a kid. So how irresponsible is that? This guy is just out of touch with reality and everyone else. Look, now that I know this, I respect him even less. Moving on. We've got former Grey's Anatomy writer Elizabeth Finch, who got in a lot of trouble in and out of that show, is admitting to lying about basically everything, including bone cancer and other terrible medical issues. Of course, she's on a medical show, knows all about drama, was clearly writing out of her mind, and she's being featured in a Peacock docuseries called Anatomy of Lies. I will be probably paying attention to this because these are the kind of people that exist in Hollywood. Speaking of other people that exist in Hollywood, Tom Brady, he's got approval to buy a stake into the Raiders, but that actually changes how he has to broadcast football. So it's going to be a tight rope to walk. If anybody can, he probably can. We got Sean Combs, lawyers asking the judge to release the identities of accusers because, that's normal practice. You need to be able to know who and face your accusers, which is why you're, put in front of a jury and so on and so forth. But it's a little bit more difficult in cases like this, so we'll have to see how this works out. It also puts them kind of targets on their head at that point, right? We've got a bunch of Paramount execs, actually the co-CEOs, earning ridiculous amounts of bonus now because their life expectancy at that job isn't very long. And about $3 million worth of stock for each of them. And that's not a bad golden parachute on your way out the door. Apparently, the expert that debunked the plagiarism charges, where there was only one word changed in the statement, didn't do a full analysis of the entire thing. So really didn't do their job. So really didn't debunk anything. Japan's Toho has acquired North American animation company G-Kids. That was really fast. Studio Ghibli's U.S. steward. And I imagine they will do wonderful things with it. Amazon and Google are making dueling nuclear investments to power data centers with clean energy. Remember when we all wanted, nuclear power plants to return, many of them, and have clean energy to, promote positive, power generation that wasn't so pollution oriented? Well, now the tech companies can do it. We can't. It's not good enough for people, but tech companies, maybe. Stock market didn't have a good day yesterday. Slid quite a bit, but a little bit more flat today. Small rise in the early trading for the top companies. We'll have to see how this works out by the end of the day, but there's a lot of instability out there financially, including in Mexico, where foreign firms have plunged them about $20 billion in investment. But a lot of those are really old commitments and not done yet, and a lot of uncertainty revolves around them. This country is open for business and also open to corruption, and always have been. And finally, bear stories last. A mortgage company is going to pay an $8 million fine, whatever you want to call it, settlement to resolve lending discrimination allegations. Do you know how they're going to do it? They're going to create a subsidy program that reinforces, discrimination, basing it on race, color, and national origin in specific neighborhoods. Fighting discrimination with more discrimination. Amazing. On that note, stick around. We do have a bear story. I want to get to it. Want to show you it. It's amazing. So here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bonus Time, and I hope you're having an amazing day. You are all incredible humans, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Wednesday is the middle of the week. Hopefully, you're excited about it as I am, and hopefully you don't miss the chance to check out that game place, which comes up, in just about 3 hours. So hopefully I get to see you there. What is happening? Oh, the Bears. Let's get to the Bear story first, and then we will acknowledge the amazing generosity of our chat. And look, so bears find a special treat inside a fallen tree. They couldn't get enough of it. It's straight out of a cartoon, says the writer. Now, located in New Orleans, Louisiana, the Audubon Nature Institute is home to a wide variety of animals. And they shared video on Friday, October 11th, straight out of a cartoon. A nearly 200-old tree in the Bears exhibit fell because of the hurricane damage of Ida. And while trying to remove the tree, arborists realized that there were beehives in it, and beekeepers were called to remove them. So, guess what happened? The bears found large honeycomb inside and went bonker sauce. Oops. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's try that again. There they are. Check them out. They're going to town on the honey. Uh-oh. Oh, look at them go. Just going to town. Anyway, I thought that was cute. Thought it'd be kind of fun to watch. But yeah, so they got to have a nice sweet treat. Imagine bears and honey. I think bears like honey. If you've ever watched Pooh, right? Anyway, lots of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. What else is happening? We had an incredible amount of generosity in the chat from just a wonderful, wonderful person. Thank you for this, Staccato DDS. Another 20 Culture Casino memberships. My goodness. You know what? We got to sling some cheddar, and we got to work on getting some more things. I'm going to work on getting more puppety promotion for these. So thank you, Staccato DDS. Here's it's cheese time.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
And thank you once again, Staccato DDS. Hopefully you guys like today's bear story. I thought that was super fun. I found it and I was like, that's today's story. Everybody likes honey, right? Most people anyway. I love honey. Anyway, thank you, Staccato DDS. Truly, truly appreciated. Comments. What else? Man, 20 Culture Casino memberships. Goodness. Welcome, everybody. What else we got going on? What's going on? I know a lot of you came over from Ron's channel, right? Follow the Bradley's Fun. If not, check out that channel. They're great. Had a good time hanging out with him the other day. I was on the Pro Show with him. I think that was actually yesterday. Yesterday was a very long day. Again, if you missed out on last night's watch party, we did enjoy a viewing of The Thing. Again, on those watch parties, that's gold tier and higher, so gold tier and high rollers. Those are they're super fun. And again, Thing is a great horror movie that's not outright horror. Does mess with people's minds, but it's a lot of fun. And it reminds me, that good films can be made for not a whole lot of money, and they can be put together with practical effects, and they just last. They stand the test of time. Unlike some of the early CGI that I think all of us were like, "Oh, that looks really bad." What else do we got going on? Richard Tracy's taking me downtown for questioning, apparently. All right. Sounds fun. Dice Media Group is looking for a dentist. Oh, we have a few. And one famous one we're just talking about. Who else do we have out there? Lots of great people. I'll follow along on YT. All have a blessed day. You too, sir. Thank you, Hoove. I hope you feel better, my friend. Really do. Oh, man, we've got so much going on. Razorburn, culture, honey or maple syrup for breakfast. Depends on what I'm putting it on. Maple syrup would be like on like maybe a stack of pancakes, right? Sometimes I'll mix it up with a waffle though. Sometimes I'll use maple syrup, sometimes I'll use honey. French toast, that's almost always maple syrup. Don't get to eat French toast too much. Too many carbs. Too many carbs. This weekend I will be making the this weekend I'll be making the burritos, or at least one type of burrito. You can follow along. I'll show you how I make. How about sausage? The egg, cheese, and sausage. Probably put some mushrooms and onions in there too. But yeah. Our good friend Mexican Ironman is incredibly generous this morning with $20 super chat. Hey, Mikey. Says, new show, Columbus Day Casino. Watch culture reenact the white man landing on Plymouth Rock. The twist in this movie made for the modern audience, thank you, Mikey, Mexican Ironman uses a crane to drop Plymouth Rock boulder on culture's skull. Why do all of your ideas seem that I'm going to be injured, Mike? Seriously. I don't know why. Hey, Brian McCann's in the house. What did I miss? No, you only missed 15 or 16 stories, Brian. But I'm glad you're here, buddy. We also have that Game Place live stream today on Wednesday, every Wednesday for now, on the channel. So you're going to want to check that out. It is from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern time, which means that in 3 hours, we've got our show. Is my math right there? I think so. So I'm very excited. What kind of sausage? Well, just regular breakfast sauce. I'll show you, dearest. I'll show you. And by the way, you don't have to spend a ton of money to make these things. And you can make a bunch of them. And you can put them in the freezer for about a week. You can put them in, the refrigerator for about a week. You can put them in the freezer for a month. So if you just make a boatload, you buy a couple packages of tortillas, and you roll these up and cook them, prep them proper. You got breakfast for quite a while. Very good. Keto Simple, another great follow here on YouTube. And, well, everywhere, actually, right, Dustin? Anyway, says, culture have a recipe for low-carb French toast. Well, you and I are going to have to talk, my friend. Justin Channel says, hey, CC, hello, coming at you from the 49th floor of a boring building in downtown Pittsburgh. Well, I'm glad you're there, my friend. I hope you are having a better time than it sounds like you may be. I hope you're not bored. I hope I'm entertaining a little bit. Yeah, Cooking with Culture Casino. Yeah, I think you guys will like them. They're so good. Yep. I'm gonna hit you with some extra flavor. Erica, how are you possibly laughing at Mexican Iron Man trying to kill me? I don't understand. Carl Sings in the house. I didn't know you made burritos. It's been a long time since I've had one. I make everything, man. I love cooking. Oh yeah, honey and tea for sure. Yeah, I have a little one of those little bear bottles of honey. I refill it, but I use proper raw honey. I don't use any of that weird stuff. So, Captain Action, what's up? Everything's great, my friend. I hope you're doing well. We got a lot of captains here. A lot of captains. Do check out Andy Masterson's action figures too. I see action figures. I have to always mention Andy Masters. So. Spartan's like, yeah, Mike, that ain't right. If you listen to me, you would have 1 million subs already. I'd be dead. I mean, if they could CGI that, maybe. Maybe. Holy cow, Mr. Fizzy. 8 months a member. Thank you, my friend. Says, insert great comment. Well, you just did, my friend. You just did. Oh, dude, chorizo in a burrito? Absolutely. No, Tim, it is that game place. Erica, I would highlight your comment, but it about sausage, but I think it may come out to some people wrong. You guys are funny today. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Anyway, I wanted to find Mr. Fizzy's actual comment. There it is. Insert great comment. You betcha. And Is This Live goes bananas with incredible generosity. Holy cow, my friend. 50 50 Culture Casino memberships. 50. Look at all the green names rain. Holy cow. I mean, that's like, I don't have a big enough clip. You guys are killing me today. Thank you. Holy cow. I'm tearing up. Sorry. Thank you very much. It's incredibly generous. Man, thank you.
Words cannot express the gratitude that comes from culture towards you on this day. Or they can, but, it's just one of those things you say. Thanks.
Your generosity is so amazing. I just need these shades to admire it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My goodness, that's incredible. Wow. Got double clips. That's a new one. Just to say you're amazing. Oh, man. Thank you very much, Is This Live? It's good to see you. I've been missing you. Greetings from Africa, Culture. Well, welcome, Lord Greystoke. Thanks for being here. That's amazing. We have global coverage. Global viewership. I appreciate it. Look at all those names. Look at them. They're green. Let's see. Bayfen, a.k.a. Free Spartacus, for 5 Culture Casino cash says, thanks whoever gave me a membership. Makes getting my culture fix sweeter. Well, thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated, my friend. And amazing. So y'all are incredible. I like I said, I'm gonna make some burritos, and you guys can check that video out. I don't know if anybody's gonna watch it. It's people are gonna be watching my pop culture news and entertainment analysis channel, and then they're gonna be like, "What? What is this food thing for?" I love Arduinos. Yeah, I actually have a couple of books on them, and they work really great. They do a lot of you can do a lot of tasks with them, kind of like parallax boards and stuff like that, in order to animate anything. Lights. I mean, Arduinos are great for um, light controls and stuff like that. Depends on what what you set them up with. Um, I mean, I would prefer using a Pi, but um, I've never done it. Never done it around the greenhouse. It's actually probably a better thing. I need to look at that. But yeah, I've used Raspberry Pis and a lot to do a lot of automation. I think that would probably be where I would go because I'm more familiar with them. But yeah, no. I thought originally this was about automating and manipulating animatronics and systems like that. But no, absolutely. You know what? That's not a bad idea. I will definitely try that. Has anybody else noticed that the price of the mini computers and cards like this have gone up exponentially? They're really easy to print, 3D print like enclosures for and stuff though. So, but that's a great idea. I just have a bunch of regular timers that automate the duties out there. And then I go out there and it doesn't matter. There's always some plants that I'm going to give more attention to. I wish I could automate my feeding. I maybe I'll figure out a way to do that. I think in the new greenhouse when I build out the new one, again, that's starting here in like just a few days. I'm going to get that started, and then I'm going to go on my travels across the country. But that that may get a lot more robust automation. So maybe an Arduino would help there. Most everything in there is going to be solar powered too. I can't wait to show that off. And again, I'll be doing it on. Many of you don't know this, but I actually have a builds channel where I actually build stuff. So I'll put a video together and actually show people how I build something. So, but Arduinos are great boards. Yeah, love to be able to design my own PCB. kind of just specifically for tasks and stuff. Anyway, not enough knowledge here to do that, but I'll work on it. Let's see. Lady Godiva, I absolutely am. I'm sorry, but yes, very taken. The boss, right? Oh, by the way, the boss hats are at the vendor now, so we should be getting the boss hats available for those of you that are interested. So, yeah. Hey, Mark Nichols is in the house. What's up, Mark? Yeah, Istaphobos is like, I love Arduinos and Pis. Yeah, Raspberry Pis are just, and easy to print boxes, easy power supply, mix and match is easier. I mean, there's just is what it is. Alyssa sometimes says, today is Boss's Day, 30th wedding anniversary. Congratulations. Just need my boss hat. I'm working on it. I just mentioned it. That's amazing. You guys did great. Well done. Yeah. The Culture Casino Kitchen Network. Well, there you go. That's an interesting thing. Yeah. I need to dive back into Python, actually. Pies are overkill for simple automation. Oh, no, I know, but I love them. Plus, I like to be able to fiddle with everything. I'm just weird. SFXM314 Sabertooth Raptor. What are your thoughts on my latest ships I sent you? The one I'm working on for Tom of Midnight's Edge. When done, could you print it out for Tom? Well, absolutely. As long as it is available in a format I can print in, sure. Yeah. Somehow, Saturday Night Live turned. That's right. Holy cow, the generosity. We are rolling today, folks. Thank you so much. Mark Nichols with 10 Culture Casino memberships, 10 more green names. All green names. Thank you so very much. Wow. Very generous, Mark. I appreciate it. My goodness. Have you ever played around with Staccato? Have you ever played around with Arduino? It sounds like you probably have. Arduino and have you ever done a Raspberry Pi? Amazing stuff. I have time. I tell you what, Mike, I need to have you on as a guest on a Friday show. So just prepare yourself. Okay? Ruby Who for 2 Culture Casino Cash says, everyone have a wonderful day and night. You too, dear. I hope you take very good care of each other today. Let's see. Loana of the Shell people. Culture environmentalist. In my own way, yes. I believe that until we have alternatives, we have to use what we have. We can't. We have to do our very best to make it as clean as possible. I believe in not littering. I believe in taking very good care of the planet, but we just have to be good stewards of the planet. So if that's a version of environmentalism, it's fine. I am not against solar, but it has many drawbacks. Storage is the major issue when it comes to environmental power thoughts. Green energy. It's storage. Storage is the enemy of everything. I think the most efficient way to generate clean, efficient power is nuclear. But I mean, I like to power what I can with solar things. So I've got security cameras and everything powered by solar. I've got um, light systems powered by solar. I've greenhouse systems powered by solar. I do my level best when it comes to all of that. And because, well, I only need these systems to work during the day. Power requirements for a lot of the stuff that I do is very low. So the storage batteries aren't that expensive. So, but the bigger you get, the more you scale things, the more expensive it gets, and you also run into a lot of inefficiencies. So if that's a version of environmentalism, sure. I have multiple hybrid vehicles. You know, I believe in electric cars like Teslas and things, but I also have a giant gas guzzling truck. In fact, multiple trucks. But yeah. Oh, I love bears. Bears are great. Big fan of the bears. Um, they're just also deadly, and I need people to realize that. But yeah, we do a bear story almost every day if we can. Yeah, Arduino are very simple. Pi just allows me to fiddle around more, but yeah, that's true. I like Arduino. They're just, and I think you're right. Staccato, I saw you comment. Um, oh, actually, you did a super chat. I'll get to it in a second. Oned Ickhead said, "Thank you for the membership." You bet. Coal has a ton of drawbacks, not to mention the fact that mining coal is a very inefficient and dangerous gig. But it does work. The problem is it produces a ton of pollution, despite the fact that we've gone around trying to get clean coal methodology around there. So yeah, robot B9 has a question. I promise you, I will get to you, Staccato. I apologize. Culture, do you think AI is taking over the Earth, and is that a good thing? I don't think it's taking over the Earth. It's going to take over a lot of things. It's going to replace humans in a lot of different ways, and when paired with robotics, such as yourself, like an Optimus or whatever, it can work in very unsafe situations better than humans, because the cost will be not a human life. AI, unfortunately, still is not that. It's you know, just super advanced spell check at this point, or what is it? Predictive text. That's more accurate. Um, right now, we'll see. I mean, seeing something and doing something is completely different. If Optimus Prime can, as advertised, see something a few times and then mimic it and then become more proficient, sure. KUKA robots, construction robots, industrial robots like that can actually go through the processes and figure out the most efficient way to complete tasks and things like that. Sure. Is that intelligence? No, it's just algorithmic uh, efficiency. So, um, for what it's worth, as far as I know, anyway. So, we'll see. Maybe I'll have a different opinion in a year. There we go. Thank you, Staccato. Sorry about that. For 10 more Culture Casino cash, thank you, my friend. Says, I'm a big fan of Pi too, but if you ever develop something with commercial viability, Uno scales better. I bet you it does. I would have to think about it. Um, so when I was doing hydroponics, primarily in the greenhouse, it's actually over on this side of the house. Um, it's pretty decent. I got pretty decent hauls from it. The problem is that I had to create a feeding system using a doser, like a medical doser, in order to get the nutrients mixed into the water regularly, consistently, so it stayed at the same levels measured by a total dissolved solids meter. So TDS meter. Um, so I had lot more automation in that than I need to have for most of the soil plants that I do. So um, I'm gonna try to divide up the load in the greenhouses so that the ones that are in different positions and relative position to the sun yearly during the entire year, I'll put the most efficient plants in there. So on the west side of the house, obviously, I'll have peppers and things like that. Um, could be argued it could work on the east side too, but this next greenhouse is going to be 22 to 2,400 square feet. It's going to be massive, and pretty excited about that. But no, I think you're right. I think if I were to develop something commercial, having something that just simple repetition probably would be the way to go. So it's probably a good thing. Um, yeah. Yeah, and this is what kind of what I was referring to, Mark, is that you now have tech companies that are trying to, you know, corner the market on energy. And I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that. I mean, that's not what they're stating they're doing it for, but yeah, I mean, if they are able to do that to power their server farms and their giant AI stuff and everything else, I think it's a problem. Well, that's what a TDS meter is, a total dissolved solids. But yeah. Oh no, I think you're right. Service. I think you are correct. That's kind of the direction technology is going now. Is things done automatically, fewer human beings, problems. Um, I will say that a lot of people in Florida found out um, some issues with electric cars. They do not like salt water. Very bad things happen because of that. I just want to say again to Is This Live, thank you again for that enormous gift. Today, the generosity has been flowing. Mark and Is This Live and Staccato DDS, I appreciate it. So does everybody else who got a membership, truly. Um, I'm scrolling through. I can see this perspective, Service. I can. Um, hydrogen works because of but see here, you have to produce hydrogen. You know, Is This Live for a Canadian 5? Thank you, my friend. So what you're saying is you are the Caucasian version of Red Fox from Sanford and Son. Oh yes, I would love to be that. One of the most brilliant comedians on the planet. Red Fox was great. That show was good. Everything he was ever in was fantastic. He was in a movie that I still find amazing called Harlem Nights. I try to watch that once every year or so. Yes, Kaiser Soze is correct. The Terrified just buried the Joker at the box office. Yep. 4-Day Weekend was really good for that film. There's a ton of gifties. That's right, longest parsec. Oh no, Cynthia Carter. I guess that's what I was saying. Is the clean coal energy production that we use. You basically scrub it. China does not. This is all true. I'm trying to scroll. I can't catch up with you guys. You are on fire today. I just want to say thank you. The generosity is amazing. Ruby Hoove, I appreciate it. Those of you, the gifts, everything's been overwhelming. Thank you very much. You guys are the best. Oh, Putin's cat. I'm not disagreeing you that clean coal is not bologna sausage. I think that it's just a cleaner way of using coal. There's nothing's going to eliminate all the pollution. Just not going to happen. By the way, do you think you can store certain things underground, like carbon. Can you score carbon gases in the earth? Is that what we want to do with them? It's wild. Oh well, just for my purposes, Davina, the water didn't have to be perfect. It just needed to maintain a certain level, so that the plants were happy. It didn't have to be. I'm not running a lab. It's a greenhouse. Bugs and stuff get inside. It's just, yeah. Yeah, electric cars are good for short trips, city stuff like that. Battery tech is the limiting factor. 100%. I think both you and Low Spec are right on this point. I like the conversations about the electric cars because there's some things that we could do better. Why we are not running um, high speed rail and other things like that for more efficient transportation, I don't know. Um, and why don't we have the triple length semis, you know, on the roadways? I mean, there's a lot of things that can make everything more efficient that we're not doing. Look, eh, let me say something that I don't know might be controversial. Right now in government, you have a bunch of geezers in Congress, both in the House and Senate, that they don't even understand some of the stuff that they're talking about. They don't understand the bills that they're signing. Then they're not actually putting the laws together. They're being written by lobbyist groups. The but they These people certainly don't understand the cause and effect of it all, and they certainly don't understand that they're actually locking in some very bad ideas and preventing things that could have a better future. So we have to get the aged out of there. I'm not saying we don't need experience. We absolutely do. Life experience is one of the most important things I think you can have in a political candidate. But we don't have that. We have lifelong bureaucrats, and some of them have been there for 50 plus years. It's too long to be in government. Way too long. Your ideas are old. Your thoughts are old, and maybe not the best. We've got to we got to shed some of these people that are just there for the money and the power. Anyway, just a thought. What am I going to be for Halloween? I think I'm just gonna. I have 3 Gandalf costumes now. Um, so there's that. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't thought too deeply about it. Graphene is amazing, amazing material. I don't think we're utilizing it to its fullest potential. I've heard about graphene batteries and things like that. No, it doesn't seem anything's come of it. Do you realize the efficiency of high speed rail? Tiger Mask, I'm sure you do. The efficiency is incredible. Coast to coast. I mean, you could travel several hundred miles an hour, much more comfortable than being on a plane. No turbulence. Um, I think if Elon were to get his wish, he would get unfettered access to the below ground construction of his, Hyperloop. Hyperloop trains would be amazing. There's no reason we can't do it. Geezers in Congress, a new sitcom. I think that'd be a great comic book, actually. Yeah, and I look. There's a reason why there's a minimum age that you can be president because they wanted the presidents to have some kind of experience in life. But there should be a maximum age. Roland, what's up, Roland? I don't have any of those special things for you, Roland. But thank you for the $10 super chat saying, made it for the end of the 6-minute daily. Great movie night last night. I agree. And we had a lot of fun. Thanks for being there, man. Just need to work on that full body wax. I'm not doing that. No. I will get to 30K. I am not doing that. I don't know why people think that's a thing. You guys keep trying to push it. I will not be doing that. I'm not going to go that way. I can't. High-speed rails go against the 15-minute city. Yeah. By the way, that is failing. Everywhere they're trying it, it's failing. It doesn't work. Not only that, that's not freedom or liberty. And people don't want to be oppressed. And if you think people think they're, that they've been oppressed in the recent past, they're not. I mean, well, in the past, they're talking about a confiscatory level. So I don't think people are going to respond well. All right. BMO Bet is on the way out the door, and I think I am too. There's so much going on. We got Midnight's Edge in the morning coming up next. But my redirect's actually set up for that game place, which is going to show up in about, 2.5 hours. I hope to see you there. We got lots of gaming stories to cover, and I'm very much looking forward to today's stream. On that note, I want to say thanks to those who were incredibly generous with your super chats, your membership gifts, and just hanging out with me. I'm very thankful for your time. Do check out yesterday's video. I've got another one coming up later today. You're not going to want to miss. And as always, be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of others. And until next time, see ya.
Why, hello there, random citizen.
Oh, hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
Have you subscribed to Culture Casino yet?
Well, no.
Friggin'
Ah!
These guys, I tell ya.
Oh!
Dang it, I missed. Why won't these guys just subscribe already?
That hurt.